Hey YouTube, long time seller here. I want to bring you some tips and tricks for tailoring your business. There's so many ways and so many different things that you can sell on eBay and some of the other selling platforms. And I want to cover an item such as used appliances and household appliances and stuff. And it could be a mixer, a toaster oven, uh, an oven range. I mean, all I'm talking about coffee makers, things like that. And I'm going to do an example today of a Keurig 2.0 coffee maker. And this is the K-Pod uh, coffee maker, the black one with closed lid. Put the pods in. All right, now I had one and I've upgraded. I've got a one a little newer, a little nicer. So I've got this old one, and I was like, well, I mean, it still worked, but I didn't want to throw it away. So I said, well, I'll see about selling it on eBay. So the average used price for the complete coffee maker is $42 plus shipping. All right. Now, granted, that's defers some of the cost that I spent buying a new one, but I've done this before where I've dialed down, and sometimes the value is greater in the parts than the actual complete assembly. Okay, so these coffee, like I say, these coffee pots, these coffee makers are selling for average price, sell price, sold sell price of $42 a piece plus shipping. So, well, I got to looking at the parts, and I discovered that your filter assembly here, this where you put your filter in, fits inside the reservoir. These sell for $15 plus shipping. Okay, the reservoir, the water reservoir. Okay, and these prices I'm giving you are actual sold prices, not what people are asking. So the average sell price on this is $16 plus shipping. Okay. Your drip tray, your tray at the bottom catches the overflow. All right. $14 plus shipping. Average sell cost. Okay. Your needle assembly. Now these things, you can get these things new for 15 to 20. So the value on this is only $8. This is the tray plus the top and the bottom piece where you put your cup in. So this is $8 there. Okay, I included that, but most people buy new. I know I've had to replace a couple in the past, and I just went ahead and bought a new one. But anyway, I threw that in there. Now these other two pieces, I didn't take them fully apart, and I'll explain why. But uh, you can if you want to. Now I'm going to start off with the upper assembly here. Okay, this upper assembly, it's got your screen, it's got the your wiring. This is complete upper assembly here. All right, handle and everything. I saw these handles on sale on eBay, and I've seen the screens and the board behind it for sale, but none of the entire upper assembly. And I'm thinking that somebody, instead of taking this apart and dialing this down, I'm thinking I would sell this as a whole, because if somebody's trying to replace their handle or their screen or something like this, it's so much easier just change this upper piece. So I'm going to sell this upper unit. I'm going to ask $30 plus shipping on this. Okay. I don't know what I'll get. I would take an offer on it, but definitely $30. So now this one is a little more complex. This is your lower unit here. Okay. And you've got a lot of parts in here. You've got the water pump. Your water pump is right here. You've got the heated reservoir right here. This is the heater. This is the part that heats up the water, and you have the circuit board. Okay, circuit board's behind this protective panel here. I'll pull it out so you can see it. Okay, and then all the tubing and stuff. Now, what I found for sale is I found the water pumps for sale. Has sold. I've seen used circuit boards sold, and I've seen the tubings sold. Okay. Now, if you wanted to dial down, I'm sure that you could sell the water heater itself, the tubing assembly, the circuit board and the water pump. If you wanted to dial down, take it apart and sell those for that value. I'm going to sell this as an entire unit because maybe somebody has more than one issue. Say they got hoses, or maybe sometimes people don't. I always use filtered water in my coffee makers so I don't get any corrosion. You can see none of my tubing is clogged up here, and there's no gunk in there because I use nothing but filtered water inside my for my coffee. It makes the coffee taste better, makes your coffee pot last longer, coffee maker. But anyway, I'm going to sell this whole entire unit because for me, instead of dialing down, because I'm not, I don't sell that many parts. I just do this occasionally. I'm a primary clothing, but I do sell parts because I did spend 44 years in maintenance, so I understand uh, how things work, and I have an intimate knowledge of this stuff. So if I was going to do tailor my business that way, this would come all the way apart, and I would sell individual units and get more for this lower unit. But the lower unit, I'm going to sell the lower unit for $30 as well, plus shipping, plus shipping. Everything I've told you is plus shipping. So with the 30 for the upper assembly, 30 for the lower, and then the prices I've given you on the other things that have sold, that's 90, that's 100, that's $113 for a coffee pot, a coffee maker that sells complete used on average sell price for $42. Now you can take, if you want to tailor your business that way and take these things apart and sell parts, and this is just one example of many things that you can do, but you can take that used coffee pot and turn it into $113. So I can sell this used one for all, and the parts as parts for almost as much as I bought my brand new top of the line coffee maker. So this is just another revenue tip and another revenue stream to, I wanted to bring attention to people because I know people that whose entire business is tailored to that, and they will. You can get these. You can pick these coffee makers up. You can get them at garage sales, estate sales, Goodwill, thrift stores, and a lot of times you can get them from $5 to $10. All right. Now you do your research on the models and the sell through rates and stuff, and pick out which ones that you want, the popular ones like say KitchenAid mixers, the big red and the green KitchenAid mixers. Well, sometimes you can buy one that's broken, the base is broken or something like that, but your motor's good and your drive is good, and those are sellable parts, and it's unlimited as to what you can sell through parts and make tailor your business off that. And I'll give you another instance. This is something I've done in the past, and that's laptops. A lot of laptops, a used laptop, man, unless it's like top of the line Ace laptop, you're not going to get $30 for it. I mean, there's just so many out there, and people don't necessarily want them that much anymore. They're going more tablets and phones and stuff, but you can pick those things up cheap, and you sell the parts out of them because sometimes, especially the older ones, people like that nostalgic feel of the laptop, and that's what they want. They're attached to that, and they break a screen. So you got the screen to sell. You can sell the hinges off of it that to attach the screen, the hard drive, the keyboard itself. And I have taken $30 laptops and made $90 off of them by selling the parts. So it's endless with using small appliances. You could do this with big appliances too. Whatever you could tailor your business to the space you have. If you don't have a lot of space, say you have a garage, you may just want to tailor down to household appliances, coffee makers, laptops, things like that. That's going to give you good value, but not take up a lot of room. And if you have more room, you could get up into bigger appliances, such as like your built-in ranges, the over the built-in microwaves and the built-in countertop ranges and stuff like that. People will have a problem. It's very expensive to replace those, and sometimes it takes cabinetry work to replace them because the new models may not slide right in. So you can sometimes find where somebody's remodeling a house, buy those old built-ins, take them apart, take the parts apart, igniters, burners. You'll be surprised, burners, the glass tops. Uh, Even in the big built-in microwaves, the parts up there, the blower fan, the oh, I forget the name of it, but it's the unit that creates the microwaves. All that stuff has a resale value because sometimes people have that built-in appliance and it stops working, and they don't want to spend thousands of dollars to have a new system put in, and they can where they can repair it for a couple of hundred. So anyway, I just wanted to bring this to your attention, and just a new revenue stream. Maybe those y'all starting out or haven't decided on your niche, or you're looking to expand or grow. Do not overlook these appliances right here because, like I say, I'm going to take this coffee maker right here and turn it in. I guarantee you, once everything sells, it'll be minus fees and everything. It's $80 to $90 in my pocket, and I've recouped half the cost of my new coffee maker. So, and in today's way the economy is and inflation, and people are tightening up their wallets, some people are wanting to fix items instead of replace them, and there's value in that. And I've always noticed that when throughout my years, whenever there's been a time where the economy inflation has gone up and the economy has struggled, used parts sell more, auto parts sell more because people tend to keep their car longer. They repair those cars, and they're not out buying new ones because the money's just not there. And I've watched all these recessions and stuff we've had in the past, from the ones in the 70s, the one we had in 85, the one we had in 2007. I mean, when the housing market crashed. And so when people's money get tight, they look at this stuff. And that's another thing also is car parts. Uh, Now that takes a lot more room and a lot more space if you're going to get into automobile parts, but you find the popular models like your Toyota, especially your Toyota Camrys and Corollas and Hondas and even your Nissans, and you find those popular cars where they've sold a lot. Excuse me, and you can buy one for a couple $100 and strip thousands of usable resellable parts off and sell the rest for scrap. And now that takes a lot more room, a lot more knowledge, a lot more tools. So, but the possibilities are endless. So, anyway, I wanted to share this with you, and I hope that you can take something from this and maybe adapt and grow your business and be a better seller and make a better living. So, alrighty, well, that's it for today from Longtime Seller. Y'all have a good Q4 and good luck selling.